Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric and
Victoria.
And we are coming at you live from our home office in beautiful Marietta, Georgia.
That's right.
And we wanted to shoot this quick live video for you to discuss the topic of why it's so important for you to follow your purpose. You see, we have a passion for entrepreneurs, especially network marketers. And, you know, when you get out there and you're pursuing, doing your thing, and there's so many things that you have to deal with. There are a lot of pitfalls out there, a lot of things that can throw people off their game.
That's right. And
you have to have a certain mentality that you're going to go forward, you're going to pursue that goal, you're not going to let anything stop you. You know, I've talked to some people that decided to go with a particular company, and their attitude was, well, I'm going to give it a few months, and if it doesn't work out, well, you know, that's it. I'm going to throw in the towel, basically. And you can't have that type of attitude, because if it's something that you're really supposed to do, you can't even think about doing anything else. You know, I've heard the statement said before that is very powerful imagery, is that you have to burn your boat, you know? It's like when the Vikings are landing to attack the other tribe, once they land on that island, they burn that boat because they're not going to leave until they finish the job. And you have to have a similar type of mentality when it comes to your business. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, it's so important for you to keep on going and to not let anything stop you. Now, one of the biggest things that can stop people is hearing from their friends. You know, those people you care about, their friends and family members that think you're absolutely crazy for going out on your own, right? Especially if you went out there and things started working for you and you ended up quitting your job, they're going to look at you like you got two heads, you know? So you have got to be willing to stay focused and finish. Well, there's really no finish. You just keep on going, right? You know, it becomes part of your lifestyle. And you don't...
It's your passion.
It's your passion. Yeah. You know, it's your passion. You don't allow anything to stop you. But I'm going to give you right now the biggest reason, at least from our perspective, of why you have to push through to keep on going. And that is this. As you push through, you're going to push through to different levels. And as you push through the different levels, you're going to be surrounded by a different level, a different circle of mentors, a different circle of associates, a different circle of people who are going to be cheering you on. And you know the saying, at every level, there's a different devil, right? At every level, it can be a little bit more challenging. And so you have to be willing to fight through to get through to the next level. Because you never know who could be out there waiting for you to help them. You know, who you can help. Because the more experience you gain, the better you get at what you're doing, the more people you can help. And who knows how big your following can ultimately be.
You never know.
If you short circuit the process by giving up. What do you think about that, hon?
Well, I have always had the mantra that 6 degrees of separation, you don't know who you're coming in contact with. And I do believe we're all here for a reason and for a purpose. And the people that I will come in contact with, you may never meet or come in contact with. You weren't meant to meet them. And the people that you come in contact with, and I don't mean, I'm talking to you out there that haven't even met certain people, that there's a reason for you to meet everybody. Nothing is by accident. So everyone has people that comes into their path that they are meant to impact. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you're not following your passion and your purpose in life like you should do, there are people that will never, ever be impacted by you. It's kind of like in the movie It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. And the angel had showed him that had he not ever been born, and had never done the things he was supposed to do up to that point, there are people that he would have never impacted their life and made a difference in their life. So everything connects for a reason and a time. And so if you're doing what you're supposed to do and your purpose and your passion and you follow through on it, then those people that were meant to be in your path, you're going to impact. But if you quit, you stop a day too soon, what a difference would you have made in somebody else's life? And I always tell people, you have got to follow through. You're not here just to breathe and exist and pay a bill. You have a purpose, you have a reason, so you have to follow through and continue moving forward. Even if it's one day, that one day would have made a difference in who you would have met and whose life you would have impacted. You got to keep it moving. You have to. If not just for you, but who else could you have blessed and impacted by staying on course?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make when they become entrepreneurs.
They quit too soon.
When they think it's all about the money. And it's not just about the money, but even when it comes to the money, they don't really have a good idea of how much money they want to make. They want to make six figures, but they don't know how much. They don't break it down to how much they have to earn every month in order to make six figures. How much do they need to earn every week? How much do they need to earn every day? But even beyond all of that, that is not enough to sustain you. Because when it comes down to it, you have to have a very strong why. You got to have a very strong why to keep you going. And it needs to be about helping more than just yourself. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you.
Way bigger than you.
A lot of people really didn't understand the reason why they purchased that boat until they had all of that flooding in Texas. Now, all of a sudden, that boat that they paid for has a lot more meaning in their life.
Just suntanning and hanging out.
Now,
fishing.
They can actually go out and save people's lives.
Save a life. Make a difference in a family's life.
And when it comes down to it, it's the same thing with your business. You can actually impact other people's lives.
That's right.
A lot of marriages go into divorce because of financial reasons. A lot of people's marriages end up in divorce because because they hate their jobs.
They have no vision.
Reflected on their relationships.
Yeah.
So you have an opportunity because God has selected you and imbued in you that passion for your business. And if you give up, oh my gosh.
How many lives would have been impacted and affected because you didn't do what you were supposed to do and you weren't in place where you needed to be to make that difference?
Absolutely.
It's not always about you. Whenever something happens in our life, other people are impacted and blessed because of it. It's not about one. When God does something, he affects lots of people around you.
And the other thing on that note is it's very difficult to do it by yourself. Now,
gotta have a support system.
If you link yourself up to a strong mentor or strong mentors,
I wouldn't try it by myself.
Link yourself up to a community to provide you with support.
That's right.
That's one of the things that we're all about. And
some of you are working too hard.
That's right.
You're trying to be the dishwasher, the waiter. You're trying to be the concierge. You're trying to do it all. And you're wondering why you're not getting very far. You cannot do it by yourself.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you're a network marketer, if you're a writer, if you're a public speaker. I don't care what you're doing. You're trying to do all of it by yourself. And you wonder why it's not getting out there in the mainstream like it should. It's called marketing.
Yep.
And branding. And you got to know how to do it right. You can be packaged with the bow, but if nobody sees that package, baby, it don't make a hill of beans.
So that's our brief message for this evening.
That's right.
If you find value in the type of information we're providing and you'd like additional information, just type the word info in the comments below. But with that, we're here every weeknight between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Monday through Friday.
So this is Eric and Victoria saying, hope you're having a great evening. If not, let's make it a great one.
And remember, excellence always prevails.